Hey guys, and welcome back to Boosted. Today we're gonna take a look at the Wailing Caverns. And right from the start, I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the footage. Like the last two episodes, I'm gonna attempt to run to the end of the dungeon before I start pulling. And this dungeon is absolutely huge, so it's gonna take us a few minutes to get there. Okay, so now we're finally at the end and we can start pulling. I swap out my shield like usual to make sure that the mobs don't die too early, and also make sure I have the devotion aura on. A lot of people ask me why I don't use the retribution aura. You will see me use it at the end when I'm gonna start killing them, but I don't want to use it while I pull because it does too much damage in these low level dungeons, and there's a chance of the mobs just dying before I reach the entrance. So this will be the first dungeon where you're gonna see me use the Skull of Impending Doom. It might seem like an odd item to use while boosting dungeons, but it's actually pretty good. You do take some damage from using it, but the amount of damage that you're saving yourself by staying ahead of the mobs and not taking the melee swings is bigger than the amount of HP you're losing from the damage ticks. The main drawback from it is that you have to have it equipped for 30 seconds before you can use it. And during those 30 seconds, of course, you don't have your shield on you. So what I like to do is I like to kind of chain it with my swiftness potion. So I use my swiftness potion here and then I equip it while I'm ahead of the mobs and they're not really hitting me. And then when the swiftness potion is about to run out, I use a bubble, throw myself a heal, and then a few seconds later it's gonna be off cooldown and I can use it. The amount of damage it takes is random. It can also drain your mana, which in a lot of cases can actually be worse than it draining your health. But yeah, from my experiences, it's still really good and it's worth the drawbacks. So these crocolisks are something you're gonna wanna avoid because they have a really annoying ability called Tendon Rip. It reduces your movement speed for 8 seconds. Also, they're non-elites, so they don't really give a ton of XP anyway. They're just not worth it. If you do happen to pull one, just kill it. They die in 1 or 2 hits. If they do happen to slow you, you can get out of it with Blessing of Freedom if you're playing a paladin. So I'm gonna run over and pull the left side of the dungeon as well. I will say though, I'm mostly doing this for the sake of the video. If I was actually boosting someone in here, I would probably only pull the right side. Because pulling both sides, it takes a little bit too long. I think I finished this in 14 minutes, and that's 2 minutes more than you would want. The reason you want 12 minutes is because that's the exact amount of time you need to do 5 runs per hour, which is the cap. So pulling more than 12 minutes worth of the dungeon is probably not worth it, and it makes it harder than it has to be, but it looks pretty cool, so here you go, it's for the video. So I'm gonna run all the way back from where I came now. You might be wondering why I don't just like drop down right here, but that's because the mobs will reset if you do that. Same thing with the opening right here as well. You can't drop down, you have to go all the way back. So you're gonna see me use the Naomi's rocket boots here in a second. It was actually my first time ever using this item. And it's supposed to increase your run speed for 20 seconds with a small chance of running out of fuel at any given moment. And mine ran out of fuel 1 second in. I don't know what the odds are on that, but it certainly felt pretty unlucky. I will probably try using them in the future episode, but the main drawback of them is that they have a 30-minute cooldown, so it's not something you can use every run, and also they are a bit unreliable. Alright, so now it's time for the fun part. I'm gonna equip my Skullflame shield. I'm gonna put the Retribution aura on in a second. And we're gonna start killing these mobs. So something weird that I've noticed with these Druid of the Fang mobs is that when they flee at low health, they don't come back. They flee and then they don't come back to you, like ever. I don't know if that's intended or if that's a bug, but it's really annoying to deal with. What I do is I wait until they're really low and they're about to flee, and then I pop a max rank consecration and a dynamite to try and create some burst damage to hopefully kill them before they get away. And some of them do get away here, but I didn't manage to get most of them. But there you go, that's Wailing Caverns in just under 14 minutes. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode, which is going to be Shadowfang Keep, I think. Thank you for watching. Bye.